Ever since I was young, I remember going to Disneyland. We went there all the time when I was a kid.
I mean, we always went to Disneyland growing up. We tried to spend as much time as we could, you know, always going the 5 days in a row, spending time with the family.
I know we went there a lot, but I was pretty young, so a lot of the memories were forgotten, I guess.
So I found out about the Parkeology from a Reddit post. I watched the video and it inspired me. I was like, I want to do that.
The Parkeology challenge is basically when you ride every single ride within the park hours.
If it's listed on the Disneyland website, you have to ride it.
You take a photo of each ride that you go on, and you have to post it on Twitter.
Basically track the rides you've been on and make sure you didn't cheat in the challenge.
In order to complete the challenge, we needed to ride one ride every 20 minutes.
I didn't prepare at all. The night before, we kind of went through the rides we were gonna hit, but I knew we were probably gonna mix it up, so I was half paying attention.
I didn't really prepare. I kind of just had everyone else do the planning because I'm not like super deep into this. I kind of just came along for the ride.
I probably prepared the most out of everybody. I watched YouTube videos of other people doing the challenges. I figured out what had worked in the past. I did all the math, had it down to a science.
I woke up and I was really tired. I didn't have any motivation. I didn't even want to go to the park because we had walked so much the days before.
We head down to breakfast. We were scrambling to eat breakfast because we want to make the bus. We want to get there as soon as we can so we can be at the front of the line for the rope drop.
The bus was late, so we were already starting off strong with our challenge.
We arrived at the park at 7:45, 45 minutes later than we wanted to.
When we first got there was a lot of people. It was very crowded.
We tried to make it as far to the front of the line as possible.
And then the rope dropped. And after the rope dropped, people were yelling, "No running, no running." We sped walked all the way to the Guardians of the Galaxy and we were off. Then we ran over to Cars Land and did Luigi's Rockin' Roller Coasters at 8:27.
8:37, Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
Then Toy Story Mania at 8:50.
Emotional Whirlwind at 9:04 a.m.
Pixar Pal Around at 9:19 a.m.
And Credit Coaster at 9:38 a.m.
Jesse's Carousel, 9:50.
To the Silly Symphony Swings at 10:03 a.m.
At 10:14, we hit Goofy Sky School.
Jumping Jellyfish, 10:27.
Little Mermaid at 10:35.
The Grizzly River Rapids at 10:51.
Soarin' at 11:27.
Just walking to Cars right now. We have 3 rides left in the park. We got Cars, Web Slingers, and Monsters. Hopefully we finish by 1 o'clock.
Then Radiator Springs Racers at 11:50 a.m.
At 12:35, we made it to Spider-Man Web Slingers. So we'd hit every other ride in California Adventures and we only had one left, and that was Monsters, Inc. We had about 20 minutes before Disneyland would let us park hop, and so we thought we'd had plenty of time.
We got to Monsters, Inc. and it was closed. And so the only thing we could do was wait. We waited for 10 minutes and we all just kind of sat there twiddling our thumbs, hoping it would open up.
And thankfully, it opened up just in the nick of time and we were one of the first people on it.
Successfully completed Disney California Adventure. Monsters opened up right at the last minute. It was great. We parked top at 106 and just hopped right on a Main Street vehicle.
1:17, Mark Twain Riverboat.
Then the River Canoes at 1:40 p.m.
We did Tom Sawyer's boat ride at 1:59 p.m.
Disneyland Railroad, 2:23.
Then we did the Matterhorn bobsleds at 2:53 p.m.
3:16, Teacups.
So things have slowed down a bit once we came over to Disney after we finished all the river rides. We've only done like 6 rides since we got here. We're a little behind, but we hope to make up that time.
We did the monorail at 3:24 p.m.
Space Mountain, 3:49.
Magic Kingdom Carousel at 4:17 p.m.
We did Smuggler's Run at 4:32 p.m.
Rise of the Resistance, 5:08.
Splash Mountain at 5:36 p.m.
Indiana Jones, 6:21.
Big Thunder Mountain at 6:42 p.m.
Winnie the Pooh at 7:06.
The Haunted Mansion at 7:25 p.m.
Did It's a Small World at 7:51 p.m.
Autotopia at 8:20 p.m.
Buzz Lightyear, 8:34.
Then we went to Star Tours at 8:50 p.m.
So we had Astro Orbiters next. We were in line, we were excited. There was a ride operator who seemed to think we could fit all 3 of us in the last rocket before the next cycle.
And the rockets were pretty small. So we had all 3 of us trying to fit into one rocket. And I remember my knees being jammed into the rocket metal, and it really hurt actually.
We were pushing against each other as hard as we could. We're just
I'm dying of laughter as we're yelling at him to get in the car because we needed to start the ride. Everybody's looking at us as we're holding up the entire line.
So we just tried fitting 3 in one rocket. It did not work. So hopefully Ian gets a rocket and we can go on have to wait another cycle.
When the day was almost done, I kind of just felt dead. I didn't even want to do it anymore. But we were this close.
We had gotten behind schedule. We needed ride times to be about 15 minutes, but instead they were 20 or 30.
And I just kept thinking, this is unbearable. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to go back to the hotel room and go to sleep for the night.
As we got onto Casey Jr.'s train, we looked at this Disneyland app and it said that Peter Pan was shut down.
Once Peter Pan was down, I kind of lost faith completely. I mean, it was only 20 minutes till the park officially closed. The workers could have easily just said, screw it, the ride's closed for the rest of the night. There's no way we can fix it tonight. We kind of waited around the area talking with the employees about the challenge we were doing, and I think that might have swayed them a little bit to reopen the park.
When Peter Pan finally opened, we all rushed in delight. We were first in line, ready to go. We were so happy, we were overjoyed.
It was like the feeling when you ask your parents for a car for Christmas and they get you a Lamborghini.
Ride number 47, Peter Pan. Here we go!
That's a good ride. Whoa, wait.
Awesome.
We did it, dude. Holy!